Good morning. I am kind of overwhelmed, so I'm painting. So you can come paint with me. My day has been okay, honestly. It's not like anything too crazy happened. But the problem is that I had all these plans for today, and I was like, okay, I have all these goals for the day because I just moved into a new place, and so that entails a lot of like prepping and things and all that. And you know, I think I'm a person that gets easily overwhelmed, like by life, and so sometimes I forget to take that into account when I do like my daily plannings for things. And so my plans today were relatively simple, but it did entail me biking somewhere. And this I just got a new bike here and I just pumped air on the tires, but I haven't really properly tested it out. So I think that's my problem when it comes to planning ahead is that I need to know how things are going to go in my plans. Like I don't need to know how a function is going to go when I get there, but I need to know that I can get there and that once I'm there, I can leave if I need to, or that I have a plan B if, in case something happens, or that I always have this kind of freedom of mobility in case something goes wrong, or that at least some part of the plan has been tested. And I think that's why these first couple days here have been uncomfortable because I already took the wrong bus one day, so I went to like a completely different part of town for a while, but at least the bus driver was pretty nice about it when I was like I have no idea where I'm going and he helped me. But yeah, I just kind of started taking buses randomly, walking random places, meeting random people that I don't really know, not knowing what to expect, saying yes to plans, showing up to dinners where you cannot just leave, right? So that it's all been kind of like uncomfortable creating that comfort, which is a normal process of moving into any new place. And so today I was like, okay, I'm gonna do these things in the house first, and then I'm gonna bike to this library, and I'm gonna do things in my computer because also I have no furniture, so I don't have anywhere to sit in my apartment anyway. So I need to go places where I can sit, and I don't want to be spending unnecessary money in cafes, even though cafes are nice. But there's free libraries where they have internet and like comfy couches and all that. So I get out of my house to do this. I get on my bike. I pump air on the tires. It should be ready to roll. It's rolling, but it feels heavy. And there's just something wrong about it. Like I can feel it. And I don't know anything about bikes. I just know I bought this bike off Marketplace. Like it's been used before. So it probably needed some fixings, but I thought it was only because I looked at it and it looked fine. So I really thought it was only the wheels. Or it might be that it's kind of a big bike and maybe it rides a little heavy and I have to get used to that. I don't know. But I was writing and then I was getting just a little uncomfortable because there is a point, like this is a pretty residential area, and then I have to go kind of to a main street where there is a bike lane, but it's still a main street, and I don't want to be having malfunctions next to these huge ass cars and trucks because I'm also in the south. So everyone has really big trucks. And I like kind of stressful as well, but it's also part of something that I need to get used to and that I've been telling myself like I need to get used to riding my bike alongside these big vehicles or just alongside big roads in general because I'm in a state where it's not super like bike friendly or anything like that. So everything was kind of just adapted enough so that I could get to where I need to get. So I'm like, okay, this is not good, and I don't want to go on that main road. So I'm just gonna turn around. I turn around. I've been on the bike for less than 2 minutes at this point, and I'm wearing a skirt, and it gets caught on the bike. I know this can happen when you wear like big, flowy pieces of clothing. I've gotten shit stuck on bikes so many times because I never learned my lesson, but I'm always able to just kind of pull it off and it rips a little bit and I can fix it or I can it just gets off, something happens. But the way my skirt was like so held, like it was holding on to dear life to this freaking wheel, and I was just standing on the middle of the road like, oh my god, like am I gonna have to get naked right now to get back to my house? And I was like, there's no fucking way, like I only have underwear underneath, plus I'm on my period. Like I mean, maybe I would consider walking in my underwear, but in my underwear with a pad, like that's just another level. And I just brought out the skirt to show you how fucked up it got. I mean, it's all supposed to be one size, right? But here there's a big tear, um and it's not a slit, This is all torn. It's like one big V where it should be kind of together. It's a mess. Today's just not my day. I think I've just been like a little jittery since I arrived because obviously it's like a new place, all these things I need to figure out. I don't really have a car super available. Like I have people who are willing to drive me places, but also I cannot be asking someone or the same person 24/7 to drive me everywhere. Like I need to have some independence as well. And it's just kind of difficult because it's also like extremely hot outside. So, and I still walk, I'll walk anywhere. I've literally like walked over 40 minutes, but then I get home and I'm kind of like so exhausted. So it feels like everything is just going really slowly for me. And I thought about like, okay, should I just go and meet up and find activities, or should I just go on dates or something like that? But I know these are all things to just kind of pass the time, which I'm obviously allowed to do, but they feel very not intentional. Like not like I'd just be kind of doing it, and I don't even know if I would have a good time in the moment. When I got back home, I just it was funny. Like as I was saying, the skirt thing happened, and then I just said, "What the fuck am I going to do?" I was standing in the middle of the road, and it's a neighborhood, so I was outside someone's house with my skirt like all up this wheel. So I just tried to rip it out. It wouldn't come out. It was really, really stuck. So I took a key and I started ripping it in the middle of the street, and I started sweating profusely. Like there was drips of sweat going down my face. I was so stressed. It felt horrible. The thing was not coming out. And then when cars would pass by, they would see me just like in this very embarrassing position, bent over my bike, not being able to move because I'm stuck to my bike, and then not, I have to hold my bike because every time I'm moving my skirt, it's falling towards me, and it's kind of a heavy bike. And I was just so overstimulated, and it was so hot, and I just wanted to go back home and just disappear, cry, and the bike wasn't even working that well, and it was just so, you know, inconvenient, I would say. And I started ripping it out. I spent like probably a good 20 minutes because it's also thick fabric, so it wasn't really breaking that easily. And eventually it did come out, and I just took the bike back home, still rode it because it rides. It's just like kind of Yankee, and locked it outside, came upstairs, laid down on my bed, and watched TikToks for like 2 hours. I'm not even joking. Like I was completely bed rotting, and I was feeling this like feeling of avoidance, like I know I'm actively on my phone because I don't even want to look at my checklist. I don't even want to think about the things that I would have been doing. I don't even want to like find a solution to where I am right now. I just want to feel a little miserable and like I failed today, and it's not like I necessarily, I don't want to say I failed because there was no original goal in the plan. Like, yeah, I said I wanted to do these things, but I have plenty of time to get these things done, and I'm barely just starting. And then it started raining anyway, so why would I be biking under the rain? Yeah, I just got air in the tires, and the seat is higher. They literally didn't do anything else. So